My parents mean a lot to me. Actually, my parents mean the freaking world to me.
I've thought about this, and if I'd have known how much work this was going to be before we started, I'm not sure what I would have done. The fact that you were there helping it brought the difficulty level down a lot.
And it's not lost on me how lucky I got to have a steady household where I was supported, where I was unconditionally loved, and where I was encouraged to develop to be whoever I wanted to be. I know how much effort that took, and I know it took time and money and energy, and all of that was just poured into me, and I'm incredibly grateful. A few years ago, my dad was really stressed out. I mean, the amount of energy he was having to put into the auto repair shop that he owned was immense. And business was slowing down because people were buying new cars. And as he got older, the work was putting a real strain on his body. And there really wasn't any plan laid out for retirement, which meant if nothing changed, he'd continue working well into his 60s with really no way out.
Oh, that was insane. One of the biggest things is that I couldn't live there and retire. Where if I moved here, we were able to just completely retire.
So I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I needed to spend my energy and I needed to spend my time helping them make retirement and an easier life possible. And this was my true chance to pay at least some of what they've done for me back. So I bought a whiteboard, and each week I'd roll it out so we could all sit there and we could all spend a little time planning each step. And this was a bit over a year ago now, which is crazy. And I remember, all these conversations, all these hours of strategizing exactly how we could overcome each seemingly insurmountable obstacle together. Selling the shop and moving thousands of pounds of equipment and tools, narrowing down the options of where they wanted to move after selling the house that fit both of their parameters, from weather to house prices to a ton of other details. Packing up and actually moving the entire house into storage units, which I cannot emphasize enough how much stuff was in that house because our family has lived there for over 40 years. Organizing Airbnbs where we could all stay while the house was being renovated for sale, and then moving all of our stuff from one Airbnb to the next one, which, we ended up staying in 3 different rentals throughout this entire process. Basically, I realized I needed to put my plans to the side until this was complete, but I knew there was only a small window of opportunity to make this happen before I wasn't with them anymore, and it wouldn't be possible. For me, I'll do anything for the people I love, and I literally mean anything. But honestly, this project, it was a bit selfish because I knew that if I left to go travel the country in a van to have the time of my life, while also knowing I was leaving them in such a stressful situation, it would weigh on me and I would not be able to entirely be present in the moment and enjoy myself. So it wasn't even a question. I had to do this for them and I had to do this for me.
I wasn't sleeping well for the 3 days leading up to leaving with the U-Haul to go back over there because I did not have any clue how that was possibly going to work the way it did. And you can tell by the way the boxes were. And with the first boxes in, they were all perfect, labeled, and then further out of the storage locker you got, the more it was just stuff crammed in boxes. And then the last 4 or 5 feet, it was just stuff without boxes, just thrown in.
Would you do it again?
Yes. I would just be dreading it far more. See, the thing is, during the 4 months or 5 months, there were times when it was like, oh, hey, vacation, you know, you go to the gym, go down and drive around the river. But then there's those moments when it went to a, you know, plus 20.
This has so far been the biggest project that I've ever embarked in my life. Honestly, I think it's difficult for me to even express all the details of why this was so difficult, but I wanted to share this with you guys because, one, I am so proud of my parents for enduring the challenges and making this happen, because this was difficult on everybody. There was a lot of tears, there was a lot of stress, probably some gray hairs grew throughout this entire process for everybody. But I also want to remind you guys that it's so easy to get completely wrapped up in your own life and your own goals, and it can be really easy to forget to spend time and spend love and spend energy on your family and the people that you care about. But time moves quickly and it's completely unforgiving. So when looking back, you'll always remember the times that you spent with those that you love, and you don't want to have to regret in your heart when you realize that you did not carve out enough time for them. So I'm hoping that in addition to sharing, my personal story and showing you what's been happening and giving you a little update, I'm also hoping that this can be a little reminder for you. Give your mom a call, give your dad a call, spend some time with your brother, go see your cousins, go see your best friend, spend time with people that you care about. It is rewarding in ways that I can't even explain.
For people who have seen me before on camera, I've had long hair, or I've had no hair. Now I'm in Kingman and I'm over 65, man. I gotta grow a ponytail. Right?
You look like Albert Einstein now.
Right now, it just kind of, especially as dry as it is.
The wind.
The wind.
So now we breathe a sigh of relief. We get to relax for a little bit. And for the next few weeks, I'm going to stay here with Sammy so that we can help them unpack everything. As you saw, there's so many boxes. Unpack all that. We're going to get settled in, and I'm going to help them start some new healthy habits. And then once I feel like they are ready and, everything is to the point where no more stress at all is in their life, then we're gonna go and embark on our exciting van life journey, which I've been telling you guys about for so long. The van is ready. We're about to go kick some booty around the entire country. So freaking pumped about it. And I really, honestly, I couldn't be more excited. And I feel like I'm in a good place. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I wanted to give you a tour of the house and kind of just give you a little look into how emotional and how difficult this whole thing has been, but also how incredibly rewarding this whole thing has felt, and how at this moment I'm sitting here in this new house watching my parents just melt their stress away, and I'm just feeling this immense feeling of fulfillment and satisfaction, and it's lovely. It's wonderful. If you enjoyed this video and you're excited about the adventures too, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. Let me know when the last time was that you talked with your family, and let me know if this message resonates with you as much as it resonates with me. Of course, as always, subscribe so you don't miss those adventures when they come up, and I will see you beautiful, wonderful people in the very next video.